Hello valued viewers, I hope you're all doing very well. A couple of weeks ago we did this battle, a 2025 version of Chinese Navy warships versus the equivalent Taiwanese Navy warships. It turned out to be very one-sided. The Chinese walked all over the Taiwanese. You guys said in the comments that now we have the Chinese very highly and strongly modelled in their best configuration of a modern variant of a 055 destroyer, 052D, 052C destroyers and 054 frigate. Can we have a rematch of China versus US 2025 surface warships? And that's what we're doing today. I figured as a basic rule set, let's allow each coalition 4 vessels. Each can have a cruiser, 2 destroyers and a frigate. The Chinese will have the same as we used last time, so the most modern variant of the 055 destroyer. I'm aware that they call it a destroyer, but let's face it, we all know it's actually a cruiser. They'll have a 052D destroyer, a 052C destroyer and their 054A frigate again. The Americans will of course have the Tycho, a modern variant of the Tycho, as their cruiser, Flight 3 modern Arleigh Burkes ×2 and a Constellation frigate. Now I'm aware that the Constellation frigate isn't actually in service, but to be honest I doubt the frigates are going to have much of an impact on this battle anyway, so I think we can get away with it. The first thing we need to do is go through vessel details. Let's start with America. The most powerful ship sailing today is without doubt America's Ticonderoga. She has in her forward and aft VLS sets 64 RIM 66 M5 Block 3 SM2, range 90 miles. She has quad-packed ESSM RIM 162A, 20 of those, necessitating 5 cells. 16 cells of RIM 174, we all know that as SM6 of course, active radar homing missile, and the last 32 cells are going to be maritime Tomahawks for anti-shipping. For close encounters, she also has 8 RGM-84D harpoons, range just 80 miles. As well as that, twin Seawiz amidships and 2 single 5-inch guns. Next, Arleigh Burke, Flight 3 or R version of Flight 3, 2 VLS sets, but of course smaller or less cells than the Tycho. We have 30 SM2 as we saw earlier, 24 SM6 or RIM 174. We have 16 quad-packed ESSM for close encounters, and we have Maritime Strike Tomahawk or R version of it ×32. We have a single 5-inch gun and a single Seawiz. Constellation here modelled in low fidelity but will serve just fine. Single, relatively small VLS set with quad-packed ESSM, 16 of them. By the way, ESSM has a range of about 30 miles. She also has on her stern here CRAM RIM 116B for very close encounters within 5 miles. She has SM2 also in her forward VLS set, 16 cells, the M5 variant, and 8 RIM 174 SM6s. For surface to surface, she has RGM 184, that is the Naval Strike Missile, range 160 miles. As well as 57mm naval gun, no Seawiz because of course CRAM is taking over from Seawiz. On to the Chinese. We are using a new variation of the 055. Usually I use just the default variation. You guys have asked me to use the specific anti-ship variant, or should I say loadout, so that's what we're using today. So it's going to be more dangerous than we've seen before. We have first for close encounters Chinese CRAM, almost identical to American CRAM, range 5 miles. Her mainstay defence in her 112 cell VLSs is 80 HHQ-9B, modern derivative of Russia's S-300, active radar homing missile, I guess you'd say the equivalent of America's SM6 or something like that. Her primary offence is going to be YJ-20, it's an anti-ship ballistic missile, range 1,000 miles, we'll talk about that later, ×8, and 24 YJ-18A, that is a subsonic cruise missile based on the caliber, which will go up to just shy of 3 times the speed of sound on a terminal sprint. The main difference from the version we've used before is that we usually only have 8 YJ-18s here and 19 HQ-9s. We've swapped 16 out, so we've only got 80 HQ-9s and 24 YJ-18s, again as per your request. Of relevance, we have a single 30mm 11-barreled Seawiz and a 130mm naval gun. The 052 sisters. First the D, she has of course CRAM. If you think it's strange having them as 48s, that's because they have a reload, it's 24 and 24, same with the Americans, or 21 and 21. They have HQ9B again, slightly different variant, but it's going to be the same for today. For what we care about, in her VLS 48, that's pretty formidable. As well as that, she has the YJ-18 supersonic sprint missile, 16 of them, that's quite dangerous, that's ASW, 130mm naval gun, and I believe a single 30mm CWIS. On to the C, similar 48 HQ9Bs for defence. She does not have YJ-18, instead she has 8 YJ-62. There's a long-range subsonic anti-ship missile similar to the American Harpoon. We have a 100mm naval gun, and I believe, no, that's twin 30mm CWIS, no Chinese CRAM, and finally 054A. Much smaller and less armed, just like the Constellation. 32 HQ-16, range around 20 miles. YJ-83, this is a supersonic cruise missile. It's supersonic in sprint again, Mark 1.4, 1.5, range 160 odd nautical miles. We have a 76mm naval gun and twin amidships 30mm CWIS. In terms of what we're going to do today, it'll be our usual pseudo-scientific set out of a series of battles. Because we're involving surface-launched ballistic missiles today, which have a minimum range of over 50 miles, we have to have a first battle at long range, let's say 200 nautical miles, then we'll move into about 50 nautical miles, then within radar horizon, and then a fun gun battle. Welcome in. First 200 nautical mile battle. Each side has initial sighting for targeting. Let's quickly talk about expectations, and to be honest, I haven't actually run this through fully yet, so I don't know what's going to happen. But I know that Arleigh Burke ×2 and Ticonderoga both have missiles with range long enough to make the shot, so each of them are presumably going to be firing 32 of their MSTs. The Constellation will not have range, 160 miles is all she have. We're at 200 now, which is unfortunate, but so be it. The 055 is, by the way, I'm going to try using this big strip down here because it's such a big battle this time. At the 200 miles, it's going to be easier for me to do this. She will have range A with her YJ-20 ballistic missiles, and also with, let me just double check. Yeah, also with her supersonic cruise missiles. The D will have range with her YJ-18s. The C will have range with her YJ-62s. The 54 will not have range with her YJ-83s. And that's pretty much it. I guess off we go and see what happens. Boomsticks. All the missiles are going to be fired. The ones going straight up are going to presumably be the ballistic missiles. Let's go and have a look at the one. Maybe not. Is she firing a YJ-20? She is. I just can't seem to catch them in time before they go off screen. Let me try and get one. There's one. We do have something to talk about, viewers, with this missile. I've nerfed it as per the previous battle we did. I've taken its max speed up here up to about 12 times the speed of sound, its max hitting velocity at about 4.5 times the speed of sound, so much less than it is in the base game mod, but I think much more realistic, and I explained my reasons in the previous battle for doing that. Note though that this is not going to be a fair battle, viewers, this first 200 mile one. Why? Well, this is China's primary offence, but America does not have their primary defence. Their primary anti-ballistic missile is SM-3. We do not have SM-3 in sea power. The reason is, well, you can actually see it there. We're currently capped by the game engine at 100,000 feet. So our ballistic missiles go up to 100,000 feet. They go straight level, hit the arc again, intercept the arc, and then come down again. The SM-3, of course, intercepts missiles above 100,000 feet. That's how they work, further up in their arc, so we can't do it. So America is going to be hamstrung against this attack, but I figured we'd run it anyway and see what happens. Speaking of the Americans, this guy here has fired all 32 RGMs, this guy here, all 32, this guy, all 32, and this guy obviously has not fired any, and none have seemed fit to see any defensive missiles out yet, so the best defense they're going to have is their SM-6, their active radar homing missile, which can be used for anti-ballistic, but is not going to be as effective as SM-3. Aggressing missile, still 100,000 feet, about 11 times the speed of sound. Still no defense from the Americans. Are they actually going to... Yes, they are. They're literally pressing the everything button. Let's see what's going to happen now. We have SM-6. We have SM-6. We have SM-6. Everyone's firing SM-6s. Let's see if we can find a missile to look at. Probably not. There we go. All right. Can we get interceptions now? what's the altitude? 60,000 feet. Miss. 3 misses. Ball, and a hit. And over here, we have a hit. And over there, 50,000 feet. Reminder, the primary anti-ballistic missile asset is not in play. That's going to be a hit. Shot down by C-Ram, I think. That's got through. Oh dear. Hit on Arleigh Burke. Destroyed Arleigh Burke. Hit on Constellation. Miss. Wow, okay. And hit. Is that going to be terminal? I'm not sure. Hit right on the bow VLS. Alright, that was rather exciting. So we have 1 ship down, magazine explosion, undamaged. So I think 6 of those ballistic missiles were shot down, and 2 got through. 1 was fatal, and 1 probably not going to be fatal, but we'll have to see. So the next thing that's going to happen is the other missiles are going to have to come over the horizon, so we're going to have to wait quite a time for that to happen, presumably. So reposition map and speed up to +20. We are now 4 minutes past 0200 Zulu. Constellation appears to be surviving. Interesting that all missiles have chosen to go for 3 of the Chinese ships. Fair enough. Arleigh Burke going down. We salute you. Fire's gone out on Constellation. They've got it under control. Well done. We are 13 minutes past 0200. Missiles about halfway. I can't see the Chinese missiles, obviously. And here we go, coming onto our radars are the Chinese missiles, and much faster than the American missiles, obviously. We've got these guys already gone into terminal. YJ-18, nearly 3 times the speed of sound. How are we going to deal with this? And there's lots of them as well. There's 24 aboard the 055 now. Worries me an awful lot. Alright. One's in the north here taken down. That's a good start, but I'm worried about with the lack of this guy. Are they going to have enough firepower? I almost certainly doubt it. Caliber going in. Shot down, well done. What about down here, Constellation? Is he vulnerable? Oh, come on. One more. Yes. All right. Really good defense there. Well done. Oh, dear. Yeah. What have we got here? We've got YJ-62s. That's not a huge threat. What have we got here? That's more YJ-18s. That is a massive threat. Check our magazines. We have 56 SM2, 17 ESSM, no SM6, 27 SM2, 8 ESSM, no SM6, 15 ESSM, 42 C-Ram for what it's worth, and 1 SM2. What did this guy go down with? Oh, this guy went down with a friggin' lion's share. He went down with 30 SM2, 18 SM6, and 16 ESSM. They've gone back over the horizon. That's probably because whatever we were using to see them has disappeared. Probably we had an SM6 in the area or something like that. Probably speed up again. We are 20 minutes past 0200, and it's not looking great for the Americans, but this was sort of expected. And we've explained the bias in this first one, so let's go. Okay, here we go again. We are 21 minutes past 0200, and we have YJ-62s in. And here come what is worrying. Speeding up to 3 times the speed of sound, we have the YJ-18s. And this is the 24. These are the ones from the 055. I don't know why they got here slightly later. Took a different route. Right, have we got enough missiles? Are those missiles good enough? I worry a lot. Don't get distracted by the YJ-62s. Don't get distracted, boys. Come on. Eliminate them. Oh, miss. Really? Miss again? Really? Come on, dude! That's just too many. It's just too damn... Shoot him! Ah, God damn it. Tiger. Oh, come on! 1 here? Are you effing serious? Wow. I was not expecting that. Why did it happen, viewers? This guy was taken down early. That's a quarter of their fire ability. A quarter of their Aegis gone. And I say they're overwhelmed now. Ah, sad. That's sad. It's too much. It's just too much. Well, I've done what you asked, viewers. I put the 055 in anti-ship configuration with 24 or 32 anti-ship missiles, supersonic or hypersonic, and we've got a very different look, at least at the 200-mile battle. That's going to be all the American ships down now. Yep. They can't defend themselves. They're out of ammo. They're all out of ammo. Oh dear me. Well, that said, it's not over yet, because we've still got this lot coming, so let's speed up as best we can. I say at this point, all skill levels and whatnot are set the same, viewers. All we're looking for is technology differences. Coming over the horizon, 26 miles. Very different way of doing things. Slow, not particularly stealthy, but lots of them. Over the horizon they come. 055 pumping out all of the missiles. Where are the others? There they are. Wow, look at that. Look at that array. Holy bonanza. HQ9s. HQ9s. This guy is firing his HQ16s, kind of intermediate defense missile. First Tomahawk's going down. Game is starting to slow down, as you can see. Too many missiles in the air. Probably not much I can do about that. Just have to let it catch up. Explosions going off there. Just look at that horizon. Tomahawk's getting chewed up pretty easily. I mean, just some cases you just need either a stealth missile, which we're out of range to use, or a supersonic missile, or a ballistic missile. 28 minutes past 0200. Who's going to win this war of attrition? Check the other vessels. Out of ammo apart from CRAM. Out of ammo, doesn't have CRAM. Still has some missiles. 055 is now defending the whole fleet. Oh, hello, and he's just run out of missiles. So, all 80 HQ9s been used onto naval guns, CWIS and CRAM. Chinese CRAM. Oh, we could nearly get a draw here. Come on. Oh, gutted. Come on, sir. Go on, sir. Get lucky. Do the lucky thing. Do the lucky stuff. We could take out 2 vessels and get a draw here. Just need a bit of luck. Oh, and that luck. It's just not going to happen today, is it, viewers? Thing is about these scenarios, like War on the Sea, you can run them several times and get different results. There's a lot of dice rolls going on. Yeah, CRAM's active now. Oh, they've all been jammed by the magic Chinese jammer. Of course they have. Of course they have. Every single one. It's frustrating to watch, viewers. It really is. And they've all been jammed. No. One made it through. Oh, come on. The tiniest bit of luck. Of course not. And these have been jammed. Oh, well. There you go, viewers. Oh, hang on. Right. I tried. Well, there you go. Chinese won. A flawless victory. Every single American vessel is sunk. Why? The initial ballistic missiles took one guy down, removing their strength by a quarter, more like a third actually, and then the increased amount of YJ-18s, there's no stopping them. There is no stopping that amount of supersonic missiles. It's just impossible. So I'm a little bit disappointed. I must admit, I kind of want the Americans to win, but what do you want me to do? I placed a vessel as I press play. Welcome back. Still well over the horizon, but reduced to 50 nautical miles with initial sighting. In terms of what to expect, well, now the Chinese will not be able to use their ballistic missiles because they're within the minimum arc range. As well as that, some of the Chinese will have extra missiles. So the 054 will now be able to fire her YJ-83, which is within range, but the Americans will also be able to fire their RGM-84 Harpoon, and the Constellation will be able to fire her 16 low observability naval strike missiles. So advantage slightly shifts to America, but I don't really know what's going to happen. Let's watch and see. Everything buttons been pushed. All missiles out. YJ-18, no YJ-20, and YJ-83 and YJ-62. Americans. Everything button been pushed. Naval strike missile out. RGMs out. We've got harpoons out. You never know. You never know. It might swing the battle. We'll see. Calibers going out. Not Caliber. They are based on the Caliber though. Strike Eagle going out. Sorry, Eagle Strike going out. And this guy's fired all of his missiles. Right, so the Chinese missiles are going to get to target much quicker, obviously. More are still going out. This guy's still firing because he's got 24 of the son of a bitches. I just don't see any way of stopping. 24 plus 16, that's 40. They've got 40 supersonic missiles. Who can stop that? No one can stop that. We have to decide, moving forward, viewers, which configuration do we use? Is China, with this configuration, now actually unbeatable? If America can't beat them, then, well, I can guarantee no one can. Double check the Chinese have fired 83's all gone. 62's all gone. 18's all gone. 18's all gone. Double shoot the Americans. Naval strike missile all gone. RGM's all gone. RGM's all gone. RGM's all gone. A24's all gone. Okay, everything is in the air. Everything is in the ether now until something comes over the horizon. And the interesting thing is, because I have to play one side, the blue missiles we can see, but we can't see the reds until they come over the horizon. In case I forgot to say before, viewers, all skill levels, everything's set the same. That may not be accurate to real life, but it's just the way that we do things. I'm more interested in testing the tech than the crews. Here we go. This is going to be unstoppable. At least we've got another ship this time. So at least we've got all 4 ships, but I mean, look at that firepower going out. Game's starting to suffer now. Okay, we've got the Chinese firing. Everyone's going to start firing now. It's unfortunate that both missiles reach the same point at the same time, because it's going to cause horrendous lag and whatnot. Something's been shot down. I may have to go to a big view again, because it's, I mean, I don't know, what am I supposed to watch? SM6 is going out. First line of defense. Constellation going out. Chinese look to be handling the Tomahawks relatively easily. We've got some more YJ-18s there. We've got some 83s there. Got some more YJ-18s there. Different 3D model to the other ones, but they're modelled the same in terms of, you know what I mean, what performance, what we care about. We might have got some through here. YJ-18. Hopefully we're not stretching the computer too much that it's not defending anymore. We just have to trust it to do its thing. I think I'm going to put it down to half speed, viewers. Just try and help the computer down a little bit. On the Chinese side, nothing's even... it's just hard to see, isn't it? Okay, all Chinese missiles shot down so far, still on half speed. YG-83s. We'll let a few more missiles be shot down before we let it go to full speed again. I can't see the Chinese ships. There they are. Why are these missiles back here? They're not. It's just where we see them, where our sensors see them. You just have to take my word for it. Still at half speed. A lot going on. YG-83 down here. We'll speed up to about 1,000 knots soon. What have we got over here? More YJ-18s. Chinese look to be handling the American missiles fine. Let's check the American magazines. Sorry about the slideshow, viewers, but, you know, we're going to run this properly. This is how many missiles will be fired. Tycho is all SM6 out. ESSM's about half, and about, I don't know, about 2/3 SM2. Now relying on SM2. Arleigh Burke 1 is all out of SM6, has about half ESSM, and about the same, basically same ratio. This guy has about the same. Constellation has plenty of missiles, so they've got enough missiles to defend. Let's check what's going on here. Trying to... Okay, I don't know what that is. It's just a random missile that's gone to space. Just ignore it. Naval strike missile. Ignore the 3D model. It's a AGM-86. It doesn't matter. It will be modelled as a naval strike missile. It's annoying how that is with some mods, but it is what it is. Not looking very threatening to the Chinese. Check the Chinese ships. They will look fine. Yep, they're all fine. Still in half speed, viewers. Still don't trust the game at the moment to do it properly without that. YJ-18 coming in. Some of his mates getting shot down. Staggering 5 minutes into the sim. Seaweed's going out. That's a really bad sign for the Americans. Looks like they got through. Yep, they got through. Oh, God, no. What's that? That's a... I don't even know what that is. It's a rocket. Oh, it's gone through it. I don't even know what that is. That's game just being silly. Oh, the Tycho's hit. The Tycho's seriously hit. It was too much for us again. Yeah. Ain't no stopping that, I'm afraid. Well, you move the 055. It looks like you move the 055 to an anti-ship loadout. You're going to win every time against everyone. So you guys, the viewers, have to decide if that's really what you want. I'll do what you want. Tycho down. None of the Americans got through. None of the American missiles got through at all. Just did not stand a freaking chance. Checking the 055's ammo. 055 is out of ammo. Out of long range ammo. 52D is out of long range ammo. C is out of long range ammo. 54 never had long range ammo. Okay, they're firing SAMs. They're firing SAMs at us now. There's no stopping that. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Okay, looks like the Americans have survived the onslaught. Am I right in saying that? Yes, they have. They have survived the onslaught. Oh, the Tycho's still alive. Well, all is not lost, viewers. All is strangely not lost because the rules are you have to sink the ship. And that is not a sunk Tycho. Amazingly. I mean, I don't know. You know as much as me at the moment. Right, let's see what's going on over here then. All the Chinese are out of long and medium range SAMs. All they've got now is Chinese CRAM, which is annoyingly effective. And they have got enough missiles to defend. And I don't know what's shooting these down now, but something's shooting these things down. What is shooting them down? Something. Right. Well, it's emotional. It's an emotional match, viewers. Nothing happens now. Naval gunnery. Let's see how good your naval gunnery is, sir. We need a Chinese ship to burn. And we need it now. Right, I'm hoping it's not one of these ships now that's modeled with a super jammer that just jams everything completely cheaty. I hope it's not. I didn't make it, so I can't take any responsibility for it, but let's see. What is that that's taking everything out? Oh, CRAM. CRAM's taking them all out. Yes, it is a super cheaty jammer that's just jammed every single missile with a triangle. Oh, it makes my boil blood, viewers. It makes you not want to do it. At least these have got through. Look at them, all jammed. I made the 055 and I just decided I didn't want it to lose any dogfights, so I made sure it can't be hit. Very, very frustrating. Very frustrating. Every single one jammed. I've just had enough people making ships to... Oh, one got through. One didn't get jammed. Another one got through. It looks like about 95% get jammed. Cheaty mod maker. You can't force the win. Amazingly, America's going to win this. One ship down. Everything has gone against America's favour there. But one ship is fully sunk. And no American ships are actually sunk. I mean, that ain't going to war, but it's not sunk. This had super cheat mod all over it, but still we managed to get a couple of missiles through, which is absolutely awesome. American ships weren't cheating at all. They barely jammed anything, as you saw. I'm just going to see if this thing stinks, because to be honest, I think it deserves to. It didn't, but it is a win to America. 1-2 China, 1-2 America. It's an emotional battle, viewers. Welcome back, viewers. Now within 20 miles, within radar horizon, everyone sees everyone. The gloves are off. No idea what's going to happen, and kaboomy. Basically, everyone's dead within 30 seconds. America have obviously pushed the everything button. China have obviously pushed the everything button. That is all. The server is going to die. Maybe we'll just best watch the ships in this case. There's too many missiles to see. Something got blown up. Something got blown up. Finally, a Chinese ship got hit. Whoop, 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 whoop. All the stuff's happening, viewers. Oh, hello. Wow, it can be hit. Alright. American ships are hit. Tycho's hit. Why does Tycho always have to get hit so many times? No idea what I'm watching. SM2 going to space. Okay. Constellation hit. Tycho hit. Arleigh Burke's not hit. 055 destroyed. 052 destroyed. 052C not... Oh, hit. Frigate hit. Could we get a win? Could we get a win? I don't know. Arleigh Burke's done really well here. Either by luck or by whatever, I don't know. Yeah, you shoot the water. You shoot that water. Oh, 2-3 down. Oh, how exciting, viewers. How incredibly exciting. Naval strike missile. Finish him off. Finish him. Oh, shit. 2 American ships down. Get some, you mother. No part of grace. We have a win. Well, why? I don't know. There's no point analysing that. I don't think. A thing happened. It's probably what happened. But these two have been unhit. So well done, America. Let the last missile be shot down, and it has. 2 wins to America, 1 win to China. Let's go broadside. Welcome back. Last battle. 1 mile broadside for the lols. Is it going to be an American win, or is it going to be a draw? I'm pretty sure that China's going to win this because they've got the 11 barrel 30mm Seawares. I don't think you can survive that. And go. Someone's firing missiles. No idea what it is and why, and oh my god. There, that's happening, viewers. That helps. 055 has been hit by missiles. What missiles are firing then? They are... Don't know. Tycho's burning. Burke is burning. Burke is shooting Burke. That's interesting. Okay. Let's pretend you didn't see that. Constellation is 100% burning. 055 burning. Oh, 052D burning. 052C burning. 054 burning. Yeah, everyone's burning. Oh, Constellation's down. Too weak. Cross-firing missiles here. I really would have thought ESSM would have been coming to play here. Something's going on over here. 055 taking a licking. Come on, let's see a Chinese friggin' down. Look at those. Look at the missiles just go to space. I'm going to space. Oh, everything's going to space. What the hell? Oh, 2 Americans down. Ain't gonna happen, viewers. Ain't gonna happen. I predicted it. 055's down. That's Tycho's still operating. Somehow. Jesus, look at that. Oh, we got shot down. And the missile got shot down. It just has Seawares. Look how much damage they do. Look at the side of the ship. Just is absolutely catastrophic. Hello. Where's that going? Oh, Chinese ship's down. It's 2 and 2. It's 2 and 2. Oh my god, this match is frigging too much. This match is too much. And now the Chinese are losing. There's just 1 Chinese vessel. Oh, there's just 1 on 1. I can't do it. I'm going to have to turn the frigging computer off. There's so much at stake here. There is so much at stake. And they're frigging resorting to firing machine guns at each other. One's turned away and gone home. Oh my goodness gracious me, Viewingtons. Have they lost the ability to kill each other? I think they may have used all their ammo. I think they probably can't kill each other at this point. I don't know why he's not using his naval gun. I think I may need to take control here because he's obviously being a knob. If I can, I might not be able to. You, ceasefire, go that way. And then, weapons free. It might not work. In sea power, ships do what they want to do. You can't force them to. No, he's going to turn away. It's alright, he'll do what he wants to do. And he's now mobilised, and that's all his own fault. All he had to do was buy your stupid gun. Worst ending ever, as it turns out. Literally the world's worst ending. 460 rounds. God, it's going to be a long day, view. Oh, he's dead, he's dead, he's dead. Oh, there you go. That's sea power, I'm afraid. But, wow, what a turnaround. So it turns out a draw. 2-2. Just. Could not be closer. The first battle goes to China. Why? They had their ballistic missiles, managed to get through, or one of them or 2 of them, I forget now. There was some bias towards China for that first battle, but that's all I can do at the moment until the game changes the ceilings of the missiles. Then, the 50 mile, America just came out on top. I was amazed. Tycho did her job, sucked up some missiles, survived, managed to get some missiles through to the Chinese, so well done. Then it was the 20 mile battle, and America just had superior firepower at that distance for some reason. And then it was a 1 mile battle. It was almost perfectly matched, and then this guy was a complete knob and I couldn't stop him being an idiot. And so yeah, so it turns out now with the new buff China, with their new loadout, it is a draw, which is going to upset some people, but I've done everything as fairly as I can. Everything's set up perfectly fair on both sides, viewers, and as I said, I'd just push go. You could run it several times and get slightly different results, but it's probably pretty indicative. Let me know your thoughts, Viewington Boomingtons. I hope you enjoyed that. It was very emotional and exhausting, and bye bye.